Half kneeling windmill. So what we're going to do here is work on our thoracic spine mobility, and we're also just giving a little bit of love to the back side of our pelvis. You're going to be in an open hip position like you see me here. So to get into that, you get into this half kneeling position right here, and then you're just going to take a little bit of a wider stance. So we don't need to be super narrow. So a little wider here, and then you turn your back leg in like so, okay? So I'm not facing totally forward. I've got my hips really nice and open. Now from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna send our hip back, okay? So I want you to focus at first, you're just gonna send the hip back. That's the first part of the movement, is right there, is we're sending that hip back. What we don't wanna do is just dump forward, okay? So here, I'm just rounding my back. I don't wanna do that. I wanna keep this essentially, flat-ish, but I want to send the hip back. That's how I'm getting my chest to come down, not by just dropping forward. So I'm going to send my hip back. As I send my hip back, what I'm going to do is just kind of look and reach up towards the sky. I don't want this knee to fall in, okay? So I want to think about this one staying out, and it can kind of even help sometimes to just put a hand there if you're getting used to the movement, to just kind of let yourself know, like, okay, keep your knee out, keep your knee out, keep your knee out, okay? So we're keeping our knee out. We're gonna reach up, and you can trace down the line of your thigh. This helps you know where you are in space as you reach up. So we're just kind of rotating, trace down, and then you'll find your knee and you'll just follow the floor in front of it. Now you can come to right here, you can come down a little bit further, literally whatever feels good to you is what you should do. And then you come back to your starting point. We're focusing again on making sure we can get our hip to come back, and then we're rotating through here, okay? So we want that thoracic spine to rotate as our hip comes back, and you can come to just right here. If that's good enough for you, that's amazing. And then come back up, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, you trace out, and then you think about the hip continuing to go back as your elbow comes down. So again, I'm not doing this to come down towards the ground. I'm letting my hip continue to come back as my elbow comes towards the ground, and then I'm going to come back up to my starting position. And that is your half kneeling windmill.